Is your expensive coffee still tasting a little cheap? You buy premium beans, but the flavor in your cup is a lottery every morning. That frustrating inconsistency almost always comes down to one single thing: the grind. Getting it wrong means weak, sour, or bitter coffee, no matter how good your beans are. I am going to show you how to fix that for good. We have tested 6 of the most popular professional grinders, not by reading a spec sheet, but by seeing how they solve real-world problems in an actual kitchen. You will discover which one is made for the espresso perfectionist, which is the best all-around workhorse, and which one will surprise you the most. Let's find the perfect grind for you. This first grinder is the perfect entry point if you are tired of the inconsistent mess from a basic blade grinder. Its main job is to give you uniform coffee grounds, which is the secret to a balanced and repeatable flavor every single time. Imagine making your French press on a Monday, and it tastes amazing. With this, you can use the exact same setting on Friday and get that exact same, perfect taste, eliminating the guesswork. It is ideal for anyone who enjoys different brewing methods, from drip coffee to cold brew, and wants a reliable machine that is simple to use right out of the box. However, if you are a dedicated espresso enthusiast who needs extremely fine, micro-level adjustments, you might find its steps a little broad. Compared to a blade grinder, which just smashes beans into dust in chunks, this one uses conical burrs to mill the beans to a consistent size. This solves the huge problem of uneven extraction, which is what makes your coffee taste bitter or weak. One small limitation is that, like many grinders in its class, a little bit of static can cause some grounds to cling to the container. But for getting that consistent, delicious cup of coffee every day without a steep learning curve, it is a fantastic choice. If this sounds like the right start for you, the SHARDOR Precision Burr Grinder is the first one on the list, and the direct Amazon link is right below in the description. Now, if you love the idea of consistency but want even more control, this next option takes it up a notch. This is for the person who enjoys the process, the science of coffee, and wants to dial in their settings with digital accuracy. Its main benefit is the clear screen that lets you choose the exact grind time and number of cups, so you get the precise amount of coffee you need, ground fresh every single time. Think of it like this: instead of just grinding a random amount and hoping for the best, you can set it for 2 cups for yourself, or 8 cups for guests, and the machine does the measuring for you. It is perfect for the home barista who is getting serious about their coffee ritual and wants to experiment with how tiny changes affect the final taste. It is probably not for someone who just wants to press a single button and walk away. Unlike a simpler model with just a few presets, this one gives you dozens of grind settings, so you can really zero in on the perfect texture for your specific beans and brewer. It solves the pain point of wasting expensive coffee beans by grinding too much or too little. A minor drawback is that with so many options, there can be a little bit of a learning curve to find your perfect settings at first. But once you do, the results are incredibly consistent. It is number 2 on my list, the SHARDOR Digital Precision Grinder. Its price can change pretty often, so I recommend you check today's price using the link in the description. And if that kind of digital precision feels a bit too much, the next one might be exactly what you need. This grinder is a true workhorse, built for convenience and reliability by a brand that has been in kitchens for decades. It is designed for the person who makes a full pot of drip coffee every morning and needs a grinder that can handle a larger quantity of beans without any fuss. The main benefit here is its straightforward, automatic operation combined with a large bean hopper. You can fill it up, choose your grind setting and the number of cups from 4 to 18, and it does the rest. It is the perfect partner for your automatic drip coffee machine, taking one more step out of your busy morning routine. It is probably not the best choice for a single-dose espresso workflow, as it is really designed for grinding larger batches. Compared to smaller grinders, you will not have to refill the beans nearly as often, which is a huge convenience. It directly solves the problem of having to manually grind beans every single day for the whole family or for when you have guests over. One thing to keep in mind is that it is not the quietest grinder on the market, but its speed and efficiency make up for it. For a no-nonsense, set-it-and-forget-it grinder that delivers consistent grounds for your daily pot of coffee, this is a classic for a reason. If you want to grab it, look for number 3 in the description, the Cuisinart Supreme Automatic Grinder. This next grinder is built with one specific person in mind, the aspiring home espresso maker. If you have an espresso machine, you already know that the grind is everything, and this machine is designed to give you that fine, powder-like consistency you absolutely need. Its key advantage is the sheer number of ultra-fine adjustments it offers, allowing you to tweak your grind to perfectly match your espresso machine and your beans. Imagine finally pulling a shot of espresso that is not gushing out too fast or choking your machine. You can make those tiny adjustments needed to get that beautiful, syrupy, 25 to 30 second extraction. It is clearly not for someone who mostly drinks French press or drip coffee, as its specialty is really at the finer end of the spectrum. Unlike all-purpose grinders that might have just a few espresso settings, this one dedicates most of its range to getting that delicate espresso grind just right. It solves the massive frustration of having an espresso machine but being unable to get a decent shot because your old grinder cannot go fine enough. A small trade-off is that its build is lighter and more compact than some of the heavier, more expensive models, so you will want to handle it with a bit of care. But for someone on a budget who wants to finally unlock the potential of their home espresso setup, it is a focused and capable tool. This is the Fabuletta Espresso Precision Grinder, number 4 on the list. The direct link is waiting for you in the description below. But what if you are looking for that authentic, cafe quality taste profile at home? The next grinder offers something genuinely different. This machine uses large, flat burrs, which is what you would typically find in a professional coffee shop grinder. The main benefit is the incredibly uniform and consistent particle size it produces, which many coffee experts believe leads to a sweeter, more complex, and cleaner taste in the cup. This is for the serious coffee enthusiast who can taste the difference and wants to replicate that specialty coffee shop experience in their own kitchen. Think of it as the difference between a good home-cooked meal and a dish from a high-end restaurant. The technique and tools just bring out more clarity and flavor. It is definitely not for the casual coffee drinker who would not notice these subtle nuances. The big difference from conical burrs, which are more common in home grinders, is that flat burrs are known for emphasizing the brighter, more delicate notes in coffee. This grinder solves the problem of reaching a plateau in your coffee journey, where your beans and brewer are excellent, but you are still missing that final 10% of flavor. One practical limitation is that flat burr grinders can sometimes retain a small amount of coffee between grinds, so a quick clean with a brush is a good habit. But for the person who wants uncompromising grind quality and true cafe-style results, this is a spectacular choice. This is number 5, the Huanyu Professional Flat Burr Grinder. I would check the link below for today's price, as it tends to move around. Finally, we have a grinder that is built like a tank, designed for both power and precision. This one is for the ultimate home barista, the person who wants commercial-grade performance and durability without the massive footprint of a true industrial machine. Its core strength is its powerful motor and robust construction, which allow it to grind quickly, quietly, and consistently, day after day, without breaking a sweat. Imagine having the ability to grind for a perfect espresso shot, then immediately switch to a coarse setting for a cold brew batch, all with a machine that feels incredibly solid and stable on your counter. It is ideal for someone who drinks a lot of coffee, treats their equipment seriously, and is willing to invest in a machine that will likely last for many, many years. It is probably overkill for someone who only makes a couple of cups a week. Compared to lighter, more consumer-focused models, this one feels like a professional tool in every sense, from its weight to the smoothness of its operation. It solves the pain point of having to replace a less durable grinder every few years and gives you the peace of mind that it can handle any coffee you throw at it. A small consideration is its weight. It is heavier than the others, so it is best suited for a permanent spot on your counter rather than being moved in and out of a cabinet. For the no-compromise user who wants power, precision, and longevity, this is an endgame grinder. This was the 6th and final one, the AMZCHEF Commercial Grade Grinder. You can find its direct Amazon link in the description. So, which one is right for you? If you are starting out and want consistency, the first SHARDOR is your best bet. For more digital control, the second SHARDOR is a great step up. If you need a reliable workhorse for big pots of coffee, the Cuisinart is a classic choice. For the dedicated espresso maker, the Fabuletta offers incredible value. For that true cafe quality flavor, the Huanyu Flat Burr Grinder is unmatched. And for the ultimate in power and durability, the AMZCHEF is built to last. You can find the direct links for every single one of these grinders right below in the description, so you can go straight to the one that fits your needs. One more thing, prices on all of these can change from week to week, so the most accurate price for today is right there in those description links. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing for more guides to help you make the perfect cup of coffee. Now that you have the perfect grind, the next question is probably about your brewing technique. Getting that right is just as important, and we cover that in our other videos, so stick around. Thanks for watching.